All right, guys. So I talked about Munchies, which is the first film, even though it's plural. Um, and now I'm going to talk about Munchie. Now, the first Munchies I thought was horrible, and I could not care any less about it. I thought it was so uninteresting. I did not think that it did anything that made me like the first Munchies. I thought it was so boring, so uninteresting. It was literally just hobgoblins again, or ghoulies, or gremlins, or critters. It's another creature feature, but it was so bad. The first Munchies, I just couldn't. From the first time I watched it, I just did not care for it. Maybe if I watch it again, I might like it, but it's gonna take a while to watch it again if I wanted to, because I really was not a fan of Munchies. But Munchie, which is the second one, like I said, it's confusing because it's not plural in the second one. But Munchie is about a kid named Gage who his mom is divorcing his dad, and she's getting married to this snobby guy played by Andrew Stevens. And her name is Lonnie Anderson, the actress, who I read afterward was in a lot of porn, and she looks like she was in porn. And I don't mean that as an insult at all. She's just got the look. She looks like she's in those kind of things. Um, but it's funny to see that it's basically the plot of that. It's a kids movie. It's the opposite of Munchies, the first one, where in the first one it was not really gory, but it was rated R. I believe so. I think it was rated R. Um, oh, I guess they're actually PG, both of them. I'm looking at my Scream Factory release, and I guess they're both PG, which is okay. Um, but this one is a kids movie compared to the first one. This is definitely a kids movie. The plot of this, like I said, is that the kid is losing his like getting a new stepdad, and he didn't like him. So then this creature named Munchie just appears. He just randomly appears, voiced by Dom DeLuise, who I know from, like, say, an American Tail stuff I watched as a kid, um, animated stuff, voice stuff. Great voice actor. He was a great voice actor, Dom DeLuise. Um, and so Munchie appears, and Munchie just makes this kid's life better. He goes, and if the kid wants a pizza, the pizza will, or the Munchie will literally snap his fingers, and then the pizza will come from an Italian restaurant and fly like a frisbee through the city into the house of the kid. So it makes the kid happy. So basically, Munchie is trying to make this kid feel better about his life right now, because he's down. He doesn't have any friends. He's at a new school. I think, from what I remember, I think he's at a new school. Yep, new school, and he's just down on his luck. So he gets a magical friend, and I just thought this one was way more fun. Like, I thought this was way more funny and interesting. I liked the fact that this one had way better effects than the first one. The Munchie guy looks really good. If you can see on the poster right here, that guy is animatronic and moves around, or not moves around, moves his face around. There's a lot of shots of him sitting in places, so, like, he's not. They didn't have the budget to move this thing, but you see his face reactions, which is really good practical effects. Um, so I thought that was cool, and I really dug. Just, it's a really bad, goofy time, but it's the anti-Munchies, the first one for me, because the first one, called Munchies, was just so boring. This one I thought was not boring. This one I'd watch again. I thought it was entertaining. I thought that these characters were fun. They were funny. And I heard there's a third Munchie called Munchie Strikes Again, but it is not in this Scream Factory release. This was just a 2-pack. I wonder if that third Munchie movie is not with the same rights holders, maybe. So this might be why they didn't do a release for that with Scream Factory, maybe. But I'll try to watch it. I thought this one was a fun little gem. Like, it was really ridiculously bad, but it was entertaining. I enjoyed Munchie. Definitely one that I was surprised at, especially since I hated Munchies, the first one. This one, Munchie, I thought was really fun. So, yeah, I'm glad I'm going to finish this review so I don't have to keep repeating the name Munchies or Munchie, because, again, it's so confusing, because the first one is plural and this one is not, and it's a sequel. Like I said in the last review, it's like if you have Alien and then you have Aliens, that makes sense, because it's like it's the sequel. It's more than one. But in this case, it's more Munchies in the first one than the second one. So Weird. But anyways, I'm rambling. I thought this was fun. I enjoyed it. That's it for today. See you guys later. Take care.